Hello, everybody. Welcome to Brews and Blades on January 11th of 2020. Ooh, I put 2019 in the title, didn't I? Oh, well, I'll fix that as soon as we're done. I'm an idiot. That's the first time I've screwed that up this year so far, which ain't saying much because we're not that far into the year. It'll happen again. Let me get up your comments and stuff here so I can see everything. Usually I'm much better by having this stuff pulled up ahead of time, but I did not this time. So mute my computer so you guys don't hear me talking over top of myself with the delay and all that. Hey everybody, how you doing there? The fifth arch, the mail order looks like it wants to stab me. It does. It's a very stabby knife, but I really like it. Tried to put some different stuff out that I've not had out in a while, so tried to change things up. Went through and put all my knives back in their cases the last couple of days, most of them anyway. So I had to got out some new stuff that I didn't forget that I had, but I haven't been playing with much. So hello, Ethan. Hello, John, Anthony, Penny, Keith. Always good to see you, Zach. Happy Sunday to you too. It's a knife style. It's a very cool name. That Modus, though, yeah, I don't carry this much. The Mini Modus, I kind of keep around for comparison stuff, but I should carry it more often. I do really like it. What's the third from the left? Well, third from the left. That'd be, oh, this is the TRM Atlas. Is that what you're talking about? That's probably the one you're talking about. Oh, you have the fancy Modus. Good for you. Oh, hey, Libby, how's it going? Chef V, welcome. Therapeutic Edge, welcome, welcome. Randy, hello. Already up to 35 here. So, I'm going to start out with a little announcement because I want to get this. I'm going to do this even before I show the beer that I'm drinking tonight. It's not going to be a big surprise what the beer is, but I do have a slight announcement about the channel. So I've actually been working on this for a couple weeks, and that's part of the reason why the videos haven't been coming as fast and furious because I've been not like the movies. Because I've been working on this and I've been doing a lot of talking and a lot of meetings and stuff, but it is knife related. So I got me a job. So I am going to be I guess, regular contributor, I guess you would call it, to Knives Illustrated. So if you guys like Knives Illustrated, or if you don't, and it's changing a lot, give it another shot if you don't. But if you do, I'm going to be on there. So yeah, I'm going to be on Knives Illustrated doing some regular content. My first articles will come out as a print mag, so it takes a while. The June, July issue, I'm going to have 3 articles in there. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. Turns out that a very good friend of mine, who I did not know she had anything to do with knives, is the new editor there. She took over being the editor there in June, and this past June, and she found out what I do, and I found out what she does, and we started talking, and they liked my work, so I'm gonna be writing for Knives Illustrated. So I'm pretty excited about that. I really have wanted to get some kind of employment in the knife industry, and this is one that is not going to affect the channel in any way whatsoever. There's no conflict of interest or nothing. I'm not working for a company. I did get offered a couple jobs from companies. They didn't pay enough for me to do it anyway, but they would have been a conflict of interest. This isn't. It's going to be great. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. So if you have not checked out Knives Illustrated, the magazine recently, or the website, and you like what I do, check it out because I'm going to be on there a lot. So yeah, check that out. They have a YouTube channel as well. I didn't link to it down below. I forgot to. I'll link to it, but go check that out. I may be doing a little bit on there, but I'm not really sure. We haven't really talked about that yet, but I would assume I'm going to wind up doing some videos. So yeah, check them out. And really cool lady, that Margaret, that's the editor there now. I really like her a lot. We've been friends for years. Her and her husband and me and my wife go out together a fair bit, and I had no idea she did that, and then found out, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, if you want to post that link, and then I will approve it, Zach. I'd appreciate that. Well, Eagle Jim says, will there be a swimsuit issue? I'll work on it. I don't know. I don't have that kind of power there yet, but we'll see. So and Hello, Fifth Arch and Plains Crafter and all you guys. It's good to see you. Chad, Tom, I'm sorry if I'm missing anybody. Jock's Knives, there's a lot of you on here now. So, but yeah, if you want to see more of me, go check out Knives Illustrated in shortly. So, just started working on the stuff. So, uh, David H says definitely don't want to see Brian in a swimsuit. You don't know. I may be magnificent. You don't know. Hey Ed, I'm gonna pop the beer here. I guess I should show it before I pop it, so I don't. I do that sometimes. I always screw up and open the beer first, then you guys can't see it. It's just the Sierra Nevada celebration again, but you know what? New job. It's time for a celebratory beer, and this is the last one I have, and they're gone now. It's just a holiday season beer. So at least every place that I go, they're gone. So let me crack that open. Um, da-da. Oh, thank you, Rusty. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. I don't know exactly how it's going to work out. We're in the preliminary stages, but I signed my contract and all that stuff. So David H says you need a good porter or stout. You know, I used to drink a whole lot of stouts, and now I don't that much anymore. But yeah. Did you see the new Ganzo steel frame lock G10 with scalar? Chad, I don't pay much attention to Ganzos. Um, I, they still make copies and clones, and so I just don't pay much attention to them. I know they make some really cool stuff, but it's just not something I put on the channel. Just a decision that I made. Drinking Sierra Nevada Torpedo Extra IPA right now. Cheers. Yeah, Sierra Nevada makes some really good stuff. They're kind of my go-to especially when I'm traveling. I have a lot of local New York ones I like better, but when you're out and about, you can always find a Sierra Nevada, and almost all of it's really good. Every time you pop that beer, I hear Casey and the Sunshine Band. I'm old. I guess you are Plains Crafter because I'm old. I'm 45, and I don't know what that reference is. Yeah, the Hinderer Eclipse. It's probably my favorite Hinderer too right now. The Eclipse 3-inch or 3.0, depending on who you talk to. Ethan E says Bird should make a knife with an Emerson wave. God, I almost want to say they did at one point, but I might be wrong. Can you open the Atlas one-handed? Mine's really smooth and open one. Yeah, I can open it one-handed. I can't. This has been sitting around for a while, but yeah, I can still do it. It's not as smooth as it is when I use it a whole lot, but wow, and I put it away dirty too. I have not carried this in a while, and I put it away filthy. I'm a bad boy. Yeah, I thought there was a Caracara too with the wave, so yeah. Anything from the new CRKT drop interest you? John Walker asked. Yeah, there was one, but I don't remember what the name of it was. There was one that looked kind of cool, but I keep an eye on CRKTs. I don't review a whole lot of them, but when they have something cool, I usually try and snatch it up. I got the Smoke and Mini Smoke on low and awesome blades. He says, yeah, I have the Mini Smoke. Mini Smoke is very, very nice. Tom Weingart says 45 is not old. Trust me, I know. I wish you could feel what my body feels like when I wake up in the morning. So, oh yeah, the deadbolt lock is pretty cool. I do want to try the Clever Girl, the smaller version. I didn't like the seismic; it was just too big, and I didn't like the steel on it at all. But that's probably the least favorable review I ever gave of a knife. Is that I did not get the seismic. I didn't get why they released that really cool lock on a giant knife with crap steel for that price. Chad Kanatsar says the Void should be very soon. Invoice came today. Yep, I got mine. I already paid it. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. I want to make sure I get it fast. New deadbolt Flavio series. Yeah, there was a new deadbolt one that looked pretty cool. I do like that deadbolt lock in concept, at least. I didn't like it on the seismic, but Tom Wanger says, got some bad news for you. It only gets worse. Oh, I know. And I have pro sports injuries, so I'm all busted to pieces. I think my first thought every morning is, "Ow." It's just taking an inventory of what is going to ruin my day today every time I get up, but I still look pretty, but I'm not, I don't feel that way. Especially the wintertime when all the weather changes and all that stuff. It's just like today it went from I woke up and it was 56 degrees. It's currently, look at my watch, 29. So, yeah, temperature dropped like crazy and, ugh. I was a mountain bike racer, Cliff, so, yeah, it was, I got pretty beat up, mostly ribs and neck, that bother me more than anything else. I think I've had 7 broken ribs or something like that, and I have 3 now. I'm down to 3 bulging discs in my neck. I had 4, and 1 with therapy and stuff healed itself, but, yeah, um, but the ribs hurt, man. I had to get one of those. No, I'm not I know they sponsor a lot of, YouTube channels and podcasts and stuff, and, but I'm not this is not a they are not paying me anything. What saved me is the Lisa bed. Those really nice memory foam mattress, not just Lisa, anything like that, Purple, all those brands. Um, Man, that works really, really good. Tom Wanger says, "Percocet time." No, I can't take that stuff anymore. I had an issue with that a few years ago, so, I just avoid painkillers now at all costs. Aleve is about the most I will possibly take. BD Swaim says, "Cannabis time. Once it's legal." I do the CBD thing, but, I don't know why I used to smoke pot, I'm not gonna lie about that, but, I don't know why, just maybe it's 'cause I'm older, I don't wanna do it until it's legal. So, uh, it'll be legal soon here. They're working on it. Uh, the only painkillers that work for me are Tylenol and ibuprofen. Yeah, for me, it's Aleve. That's the only thing that works for me. Okay, I will drink. Yeah, CBD's been working really good for me, though. It has helped out a lot. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I just don't wanna break that law. Yeah, I wish I could still take the Percocet, but I was a bad boy. Now I'd avoid it now. Don't wanna go down that road again. Son works for Tempur Sealy. They have some nice beds. Yeah, David H. The Tempur-Pedic, some of those are really nice. But we had one for like 12 years and it got worn out, and then we got the Lisa, and oh, it's so nice. The only problem that I have with it is that I don't move when I when I lay in it, and so sometimes I wake up with like a sore spot just like in my ribs because I didn't move. Olivia says, "When I fractured my sternum, they said that's what they give open heart patients to." Yeah, my sternum pops. I never cracked it. I just broke all my ribs around it, so my sternum pops all the time. Sometimes I just stretch out and it'll go bang, and it makes that echo in your chest, and everybody in the room goes, "What happened? What's up with that?" Um, do you ever Knife ASMR says, "Do you ever carry fixed blade? Have you ever tried Bark River? I've been looking at Apostle P's Gunny 3." That Gunny 3V from Apostle P does look really, really cool. I don't usually carry a fixed blade, no. They're slightly frowned upon in my city. They're not, like, illegal, but you're almost guaranteed to get stopped by somebody if you're carrying one, and, I never found them comfortable to carry, but, yeah, that one is pretty tempting. Oh, I should have brought it up. I have a crazy one right now from a company that I'm not gonna show it. A company sent me a bunch of really super tactical stuff that I'm not even sure what to do with after I got it, so and I can't remember the name of the company off the top of my head, and they all came in unlabeled boxes, so, you'll see. I'm gonna do a video on it, but I'm not really sure what to do yet, but some super tactical guy. Libby says, "Is it high speed, low drag?" I'd say it's high speed, high drag. It's pretty crazy. It came with, like, training videos and all this stuff, and I don't know. I've watched all the videos. I think I'm a ninja now. I think I'm a certified ninja. I think so. I'm not positive. I haven't got a certificate or anything, but, um, yeah. No, it's tacked to something. Oh, fine. I'll bring it out and show it to you. I have one of them here. What is the name? Let me find the name of the company. I think I have the window open here. I do not. Does it say on the knife? If it says on the knife, I will bring it out. If it doesn't, I'm not going to because I don't remember the name. Yeah. Uh, CCSD, CSSD, CSSD. And yeah, this is the folder. So, and then the fixed blade is just this, but bigger. And yeah, yeah, not really sure what to do with this. Um, yeah, if you like jimping, get a hold of jimping. They're not horribly expensive. They're like under 100, I think. But yeah, the liner lock on the top. Um, is the pocket clip a spoon? Yeah, screw spider go column. There's a spoon clip. This is a spoon clip. That is a spoon clip. No, this isn't Terrible Knives Live. This is actually really well made. I can't argue with that. And if you watch the videos for this guy that makes them as some kind of grandmaster martial arts guy, it's designed for his tactics that he teaches, and it would work very well for that. But as an as an as a knife, as like a tool for, I don't know. I honestly have not handled it much yet, so I'm not making a judgment yet. But yeah, that happened. It also came with a trainer. It came with a blunt edge one, and then the fixed blade. The fixed blade's next to my bed downstairs. I figure that's, you come out with that giant thing, and if somebody breaks my house and I come out naked with that giant thing, um, yeah, they're gonna leave. And I want to be ninja. What are the triangle of silver dots? I don't know. I haven't taken it all the way apart. I don't know why it has that many screws in it. It's something to do with that. No, it's not even on the side of the liner lock. So to be honest, mate, I have no clue why there's 3 extra screws there. Maybe it's just storage for extra screws. I don't know why else they would be there. I don't know. I'm not gonna bash it and go Terrible Knives Lives, but I will say, if any, I know there's lots of other YouTubers on here. Um, I will tell you, this is a lesson in, yeah, say no sometimes. Just say no. So, that's what my lesson was. So, you could take the pocket clip off and use it as a spoon. You could eat a Dinty more with that thing. Ugly, that ain't got no alibi. Everybody is kung fu fighting. They do it all the time. If I had a nickel for every time that a kung fu fight just broke out and around me when I was at the mall or whatever, wow, I'd have no nickels. Knife guy says surprise is not made by Cold Steel. I don't think Cold Steel would have approved that one. Hey Jameson, good to see you. Thank you for popping in. Will it kill? I'm sure it would do that. Hey, my daughter says that to me all the time. Lynn Thompson would die if he saw Ohio knife lover. I don't think Lynn Thompson can be harmed by conventional weapons. I don't think he would die. I did see him at Blade Show. I didn't get a chance to talk to him, but I did see him for a minute. You need Filipino footwork to handle the blade like that. Jock Knight says, "Oh, the Filipino footwork. He's never going to live that down." Well, I guess he doesn't. He's not trying to because he keeps bringing it up, doesn't he? Doesn't he say it like all the time? I thought the Filipino footwork was a one-time thing, and I guess no. I guess he says it all the time. Therapy get us, but that monstrosity is an unconventional weapon. It is that. Technically, it's a knife. That's a conventional weapon. It's not nuclear or biological. I hope it's not biological. As far as I know, it isn't. I've had it for, God, like 3 weeks, just trying to figure out what to do. Thank you for the donation, Franco. I appreciate that. The super chat is open, and you know what I'm gonna do? I just decided this because I just found out that one of my friends who lives in Australia, and he's had some health issues, and he had to evacuate his house not because it's in danger of burning down with those fires, but just because the air quality got so bad. So he had to evacuate. One of my friends had to evacuate. Luckily, owns a business, so he had two big giant or like not moving vans, but like sprinters, like Mercedes Sprinter vans. So they put everything, all of their valuables in it, and they had to evacuate. They don't know the status of their house and stuff like that, with all these horrible wildfires in Australia. So if anyone wants to donate anything in the super chat, whatever I make tonight, I'm gonna send to one of the charities, giving money to the people in Australia who are going through those wildfires because that is some terrible, terrible stuff, and I cannot fathom that. Yeah, all my Australian friends I know are okay. Cedric and Ada, that you guys all know them. But I've talked to Pete. Pete, they're not in any danger. They're fine. Um, I don't think he's said anything on his channel yet, but I do know he's fine. So it's yeah, it's some scary, scary, scary stuff though. So, and I just can't fathom that. I can't fathom like a wildfire moving so fast that you can't outrun it, and all those poor animals. I know it's like the people matter a lot too, but all those like millions of animals have died, and that's just awful. And Medina says, I heard it was arson in Australia. Yeah, 9 times out of 10 it is. It's even if it's careless arson, if it's just, somebody not putting a fire out or somebody, tossing a cigarette out a window. Thank you, Keith and Therapeutic Edge. Appreciate that. Plains Crafter, thank you. So that's yeah, whatever I make tonight, I'll just forward it on. I don't even know any charities yet. I just found out about my buddy that had to evacuate because of the air quality just like literally about 10 minutes before I came out here. So I haven't looked up charities or anything yet, but I just thought it'd be a nice thing to do some. Eric Lane says, "What's your favorite Rush song?" After I just gave that nice heartfelt speech about Australia and all the poor animals that died, I'm gonna say I know that their drummer just died, but I loathe Rush. I loathe Rush. It is one of my least favorite bands ever in the history of mankind. Thank you, Libby. But yeah, I don't like Rush. Lee Getty's voice is just nails on a chalkboard to me. And I can't do it. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Yeah, Neil Peart died what, Wednesday? No, it was later last week. It was like, yeah, it was Wednesday or Thursday. Yeah. Uh what about Fish? I don't think I could identify a Fish song. Geddy Lee. I always say Lee Getty, but Geddy Lee, yeah. Oh yeah, my friends make me do impressions of Geddy Lee all the time because it's fun. I just that's what he sounds like to me. It sounds like SpongeBob. Can't stand it. Yes, and Nirvana was a much better three-piece band. Nirvana is amazing. Met Kurt Cobain once. It was pretty cool. For like half a second, but I didn't get to technically meet Kurt Cobain and shake his hand. Neil Peart did seem like a pretty good drummer. I will admit that. And by all accounts, a very nice man. Andrew Toole says, not my favorite band, but Tom Sawyer is amazing. And that's the song that bothers me the most. I don't know why. It just drives me nuts. Cream was good. I need that as my text message to what my Geddy Lee. Yeah, I'll call and record it for you. I feel like I'm stomping on somebody's grave. I'm a bad person. I'm not a bad person. I'm a good person. I'm donating all my money from tonight to Australia. I'm a good person. I just don't like Rush, and because someone died doesn't make me like them better. I'm gonna have so many downvotes on this video. Oh my god. Everybody who's on here, you better upvote it because I'm gonna have so many downvotes. How Knife Knife Lover says Queen is one of the better bands. Queen is my favorite band of all time. Queen and then Nirvana, I would say. Ohio Knife Lover says I can't stand the Beatles. You know what? I'm ambivalent about the Beatles, and I still catch crap about that. I'm just ambivalent about the Beatles. I don't dislike it. It's fine, but I don't. I'm not crazy about it. BD Swaim says, "If you've ever had met a true Rush fan, they're a special kind of folk." Yep, and the Doors fans too, and I'm a Doors fan. Oh, I love the Doors. I really love the Doors. I have gone through periods of my life, like a month at a time, that I only listen to the Doors. Keith says, "This is a knife channel, so" yeah, you're right, I'm sorry. We're getting off. We're getting off on the wrong topic here, so yeah, see, Cliff Spire hates the Doors. It's the thing with music. You like it or you don't. You like it or you don't. Um, let's switch some knives out. Maybe that'll change some stuff. I tried to put some different stuff out here, so, I got the 20 CV Bareknuckle. I've been carrying this a lot again lately. I got some new stuff in, but over the holidays, I started carrying this a lot more again. I do really love the Bareknuckle. I do really like it. Thank you, Libby, and I will hydrate. I see no spidey holes. You're right, there aren't any out here right now. I actually have all my oh, here's one. I have one. Oh, I have one in my pocket. What am I talking about? I was just about to say I put all my Spyderco's away because I did after I did ranked all my Spyderco collection, but I'm carrying my Spidey Chef today, so there's a Spidey hole for you. And I'll take the Modus out and put in. I always like to make sure there's at least one budget knife up here. We will put up the CGRB Mini Feldspar. Steve Kluver already bought the big one, so that's on its way to him. But yeah, I still have the Mini. I like that a lot. The ruck often in the fifth pocket of my carrying these little utility blades, guys, are so much fun. Like they're just so useful. Not fun. They're just useful. And I think the ruck is one of the best ones. That, and then I have one of the Ferrum Forge retractable ones on my my keychain. Anyone know how the heat treat and cutting performance are in the Kershaw 20CV? Well, they do all the they do all the they make ZTs, so it's probably gonna be about the same as that. And I've been using that quite a lot, and it seems like any other 20 CV I've had. So, and then but today in my fifth pocket instead of the ruck, I had my little Roadie again. So this is also one that's come back around lately that I've been carrying a whole lot. I really like the Roadie. I'm sad that TSA law never went through, but it wound up accidentally making a really cool knife. Jacques Knife says that CGRB is the first one I actually like. Yeah, this was really cool. So is the Centros is pretty awesome too. Got that around here somewhere. Yeah, but some of their designs don't really float my boat. But I really like the Centros, and I really like the Feldspar. My ideal knife would be this knife with these handles, with this nice rounded milled G10. I would be elated if they did that, but they don't. So if wishes were fishes, we'd all be something. What is that phrase? I don't know. Got a Roadie coming in the mail. You won't be disappointed, man. It's a great little knife. It's very thick blade stock. It's not like a great slicer or anything, but it's really comfortable to use for a really small slip joint, and for opening boxes and cutting threads and your usual stuff. It's great. It's just I love them. I used to have at one point, I think 3 or 4 of them, and now I'm just down to the gray one. But I know I had an orange, I know I had a blue, I think I had a black. So I think I had 4, but I'm not sure. I just was one of those things. I went through a phase that every time it was like spend $100 to get free shipping or whatever, I just get another Roadie, and I just kept buying them, and I really like them. But yeah, now I'm down to just the one. But great knife. I know I gave a couple to friends, and I think I did sell one because one was a rare color or something like that. But really cool little knives for that kind of fifth pocket. And this one's been through the rain several times. Cauldron to what Fitzpatrick? What did I miss? Yeah, all the super chat things. Going to an Australian charity. Tragedy. Well, it is a tragedy. An Australian charity. I don't know which one yet. This is something I came up with literally as we were talking. So, but yeah, back of how much it is, and then when I get my little payment from YouTube, I'll just send it on to Oz. They need it a lot more than we do. I may, yeah, I may try and find if there's one trying to help out all the animals because that's really sad. So many animals that died. I w the yeah, it buffered for a second. I think it's alright now. Um, yes, it is a nice Hinder. I really do like this one a lot. I need to dye the scales, though. I'm not in love with the green, but, um, it's awesome. I'm just gonna dye it black. Uh, anybody else get the Minimalist Cleaver? No clue if it'll be a good tool or not. Who is that from, B. Swaim? I'm not sure which one you're oh, the CRKT Minimalist Cleaver thing? Um, yeah. Yeah, I think they sold out pretty quick. I did read about that somewhere. Somebody's preaching the glory that is EDCI. Yep, I love this stuff. It's right always right here. This is both my desk and where I work on knives, so all my bottles of stuff are out, and yeah, I use this stuff all the time. Anything D2 or anything non-stainless, it goes on immediately. Didn't you mention last week that you might be culling the herd? David H asked. Yes, I am, but I've been going through them, and the only reason I haven't put the sale up yet is because A, I was sick last week, so it didn't go through, and B, I don't know if I'm culling as many as I thought that I was. I have 10 behind me. I have 10 behind me that are definitely getting sold. Um, but it's nothing really earth shattering. But yeah, I have 10 behind me that are definitely getting sold. There's one that would be slightly earth shattering that I'm considering, but I don't know. Um, as a spoiler, when I did I had one in the pile to sell that would have been slightly earth shattering, and then I did my ranked my favorite spider coves, and it was so high up the list. I was like, no, I can't possibly do that. So, uh, DFTO2DOT. That's a really hard name to say. So that spray is better than mineral oil. Yes, because it stays on longer. It bonds with the steel and it just stays on longer. Um, Ohio Knife Lover says, Keith, you're gonna let me play with it, right? Get a room, guys. Huh? Huh? Look at that terrible joke. Inner City Pigeon EDCI versus Frog Lube. I would say the EDCI lasts a little bit longer. And I don't know if Frog Lube is or not. I haven't had it for so long, but EDCI is food safe. Um, this one, uh, this one doesn't have that on the bottle because it's an older bottle, but the newer bottles do say, they're FDA approved, food safe, or whatever. Ohio Knife Lover says that was sad. Yeah, it was a little sad, but you know what? It's a Sunday night. Yeah, you need to get some EDCI. I think that's one of the essential things. That's actually one of the articles I'm doing for Knives Illustrated is your knife the a good knife maintenance kit. I'm going to recommend a lube and recommend a set of tools, and I'm going to recommend CDI, EDCI, and God, I can't talk tonight. What is wrong with me? I can't believe it. I'm only a quarter way through one beer. Uh, Libby says, any idea if Drop is going to keep doing knives? I don't know. I haven't heard that they're not, but they did lower their prices a lot, and Jonas is gone, but I don't know. I hope so. There's been some amazing stuff that came out of that whole thing, but I don't know. I haven't heard anything otherwise, but I will admit that them dropping their prices on everything is kind of making me yay. So you need to fix the quarter beer problem. I'm trying to. David H says all those lower prices were just for Christmas, I think. Yeah, but they're still doing it. Oh, did they raise them back up in the Mordax? Okay, good. Last I saw, they were still doing it. So Triple EEDC says sent you a few emails from last week's Brews and Blaming Brett. Just curious if you didn't get them. Apparently not, because I'm not sure of what you are talking about. My Slicey Dicey email is usually pretty reliable. My other business's email has been a pain in the ass, but I usually pretty reliable with that. Andrew Toole says, anyone have an idea of when Microtech will actually release the mini SOCOMs? I don't know, but I'm gonna jump on that, man. That's like a dream knife for me. I love the SOCOM Elite, but it's just a bit too big. It doesn't even have to be that many. It doesn't have to be that many, and I would still get it. Like a 3 1/4, and I'd be on it. Weird. Okay, sent the address for my workshop. I'll try again. Oh yeah, I did get that. I'm sorry. I thought I replied to it. I didn't get it out yet. I was sick last week. I'm packed. Tomorrow is I have a meeting in the morning at 7:30 in the morning. Oh, I never have meetings that early, and then I'm sending stuff out. So yeah, you'll get you'll get tracking tomorrow. I'm usually pretty. I did get that. I apologize. I thought for sure I replied to it. Mini SOCOM has been rumored for a couple of years now. Yeah, I know it has been, but I still want it. I still want it. BD Swaim says, I don't think Microtech listens to customers too much. Not going to say it. Discretion, better part of valor. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it alone. 88 watching and only 20 likes. Yeah, yeah. Click the like button, everybody, because as soon as everybody watches this back after it's done being live and they see me bashing on Rush, it's gonna get a lot of downvotes. I need all the upvotes I can get. Wouldn't that be funny if after 2 years of reviewing knives and all the stuff, all the other stupid stuff I've said and all the dick jokes I made, I get demonetized for making fun of Rush? Yeah, save Australian wildlife. Yeah. Click that. Click that click that super chat button. All the money's going to some Australian Wildlife Foundation as of yet to be determined. I'll do some research tomorrow and find out which one's the best one, and as soon as YouTube gives me my money, I'm just going to send everything I make tonight off to them. So um I liked the video. Which beard I inadvertently look like? I'm back to the celebration again. This is my last one I have, and you can't get it anymore. But I got a new job, so it's worth drinking it tonight. So if you guys weren't here earlier, I'm writing for Knives Illustrated now, so go check them out. Signed all the contracts and all that stuff, so you'll be seeing my words. Which honestly, that's what I've done for 20 years. I'm a writer more than the YouTube thing is new. So, but I'm a writer for 20 years. So I hope I know what I'm doing. So you guys, if you want to see me being silly in print or on a screen in words instead of on a video with my hands, then go check them out. And I'll probably do a separate video with a little formal announcement once everything is all completely settled. So yeah, it's a new gig. It's gonna be I don't know what it's gonna do to some of my other gigs, but it was too good to say no to, and the editor is a really good friend of mine who lives literally 3 blocks away. So that's gonna be cool. Libby says, Libby says, "I'm toying with doing a knife blog, mostly for the giggles, so I can make money." Yeah, you'd be surprised. I didn't think this would make any money either, and it does all right. It's not a full-time job by any remote stretch of the imagination, but I make a little bit. So, Okan 7 says we need to do a Blade Show meetup this year. Maybe doing more than that. I actually, that's on my agenda for next week. I have to call a comedy club and hopefully finalize a date. And well, I know the date that I want. There's only one date I can do it. It's the Thursday night before Blade Show. Any other night would make no sense. So you guys will want to see me do stand up. You might be able to come the Thursday night before Blade Show, and yeah, you can. You might be able to come see me do a whole hour. So I think it'll be a lot of fun. Place only seats 120, so I told him I was pretty sure I could probably sell that out. But I think it would be a blast, and may have a very extremely special guest host that you all know and love. But it depends on if he or she is going to be there or not. But if he or she is going to be there, he or she is going to be hosting, and it will be a lot of fun. Ricky Gervais? No, it's not Ricky Gervais, Libby. It's somebody that you guys know. Um, yeah, it'll be a lot of fun, and I'm recording an album the month after Blade Show. It looks like so it'll be a good practice. So I'll have you guys, who I hope will be a receptive crowd to work on ironing out all the kinks, and then I'm gonna be recording it the next month. But I will neither confirm nor deny all the stuff that you were saying. Triple E says a rap album. No, comedy album. Yeah. I can't rap. I have no rhythm whatsoever. If the person I am trying to get can't guest host, I will get someone else who will also be cool. It'll be someone from our world. And then my feature act is just a great comic. Again, this is if all this works out. I have to call the club this weekend. Maybe I'm going to come on next week and say, sorry, it didn't happen. That's the comedy business. It happens. But feature that wants to do it is a really good dude and Atlanta comic and guy I learned a lot from. Just kind of I guess we call him old road dogs in the comedy business. He's just great and really knows what he's doing with a crowd. So Olivia says, Patty from across the shock. I don't think I could afford to fly Patty out there to do it. Rich because that's Brian recording the Rush album. Yes, I'm going to do 1 hour of Rush covers. I'll just do that for an hour. That'll be fun. But I'm going to try and make the show earlier, so I'm going to try and do it at like about 7. So we'll be done by 8:30 or so, and then everybody can still get back to the pit and hang out and have fun. So Kiefer says, what do you say to a room full of knife nuts? I'm just gonna do my act. I'm just gonna do my act, and I'm not changing it. I don't do knife jokes, but I'm gonna hopefully the host is gonna satisfy that part, and then I can just do my act. Matt Baker said the shaman is now $200 ridiculous. Yep, it is. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Just because of Contour G10 makes it cost $200? I love the shaman, don't get me wrong, but is the pit every night in Atlanta or just Saturdays? Every night, Big Red. It's it's every night. It's the craziest on Saturday, but even Thursday there's people there. Keith says, not even one knife joke. Maybe I'll do one right up front just to get it out of the way. But Therapeutic says the pit is nuts. It is nuts. It is nuts. Big Red EDC says, I got my plane and hotel. I still don't have my hotel reservations. Yeah, that was a bad idea. But actually, I know the hotel that I stayed at last time I got my hotel reservations like 2 weeks before last time and it was open. So I assume it will be this time. And it's next door to that comedy club that I want to do the show at. So as soon as they tell me we're good to go for the show, then I will make reservations. But I drive down. So the Daleka is a knife joke. Randy F says very, very good. Chad Kanatsar says, is weed legal in Atlanta? I don't know. I don't think it is. I'm sure it's a big city. I'm sure you could acquire it, but that would be bad to say on the internet. ASMR voice. It was Blade Show was amazing though. I had a really, really good time. I even saved someone's life. I didn't save someone's life. A guy got in a car accident in front of me and I pulled him out of his car. But the car never caught fire, so I didn't really save his life. But there was lots of fluids poured out of it, and I thought it might catch fire, so I yanked him out of it. That was crazy. That was really, really crazy. You're driving maybe for that reason. I drove down because I just did. I don't know. At the time of last Blade Show, I was going through a lot of stress, and you know what? sometimes spending 12 hours in a car ain't the worst thing ever. I like driving, so sometimes just being in a car by myself is, it's good for the soul. You cut his seatbelt knife. No, he didn't. He got the seatbelt off, but then he just was sitting there just staring ahead. I don't know what happened. We're going down as a 4-lane wide, like, city street, and so not like highway speed. We're like 30-mile-an-hour zone, and he just hung a left and went over the median into the other lane and got T-boned. I don't know what happened. And I stopped, jumped out of the car, and ran over and opened his door, and he had his seatbelt off, but he just was sitting there, and I had to pull him out, and, I was like, "You alright?" And he's like, "Yeah, yeah," and then the cops were there, like, immediately. I mean, within, like, less than a minute, and then I left. I figured I don't need to deal with that. Um, how is Zach doing videos while he's in here? It's magical. You don't know that we're all clones? We all are clones. There are 4 Slicey Diceys, there are 4 Zachs, and there are 11, Nick Shabazz, and judging by the amount of videos, I would guess that Metal Complex has cloned himself approximately, 45 times. I didn't get a notification that you did a video, but, I'll look at it later. Zach is one of the channels I actually watch all the time. I watch everybody's when it's something that I care about. I'm subscribed to almost everybody, but I don't watch all of them for everybody. But Zach, I usually watch all of them. Yeah, Big Red is right behind you there. Yep. I think, yeah, there's probably at least 3 Big Reds, I'm guessing. Uh, we all we all visited the planet of Camino and made our lives easier. I think Metal Complex puts out a video every time you refresh. John Walker, you're right, he does. He does. Do you have the warning half track? Matt Baker says, no, I'm supposed to be getting one, but I have not seen it yet. So I need to bug USMA Blade about it. Over the holidays, I stopped bugging them about it, and then they offered to send me one, and I said yes, absolutely, please, and thank you. And just as a loaner to review, and then the holidays happened, and I haven't bugged them about it yet. But nerd cred, yeah. Boo, no prequels references. They exist, man. You still have to reference them, Halden. They're not good, but they're there. Thank you, Skylar. I appreciate that. 3-inch flipper Warncliffe suggestions under 200. That Kaiser Fire Ant I reviewed a while ago is pretty nice. I did really, really like that. But probably I would say right now, I have it right here because I was carrying it yesterday. It's a modified Warncliffe, so it's stretching the definition, but the Hoke Decca Warncliffe is pretty, pretty, pretty sweet. I really, really enjoy this. So much so that I'm going to make room for it on the screen here. Really, really like that. What about the Texel? Yeah, that's way under 200 though. So, and it's bigger than 3. Yep, it is bigger than 3. Yojimbo. I don't know what length the Yojimbo blade is. Spend 223 and get the Emerson CX, Matt Baker says. I gotta give Emerson another try. I gotta give them another try. The one I had, like, right before I started the channel was horribly disappointing. Andrew Toole, thank you very much. And advice for someone potentially new to Blade Show. What would be my best advice? Would be get there earlier than you think you humanly have to get there if you have a normal person's ticket, because the lines are huge. If you want to get the exclusive stuff, you're probably going to almost have to camp out. And my advice is don't try it. Like the Microtech always has a Blade Show exclusive and blah blah. And don't if you really must have it, don't try. And just talk to everybody. It's more about hanging out with the people than it is anything else, at least to me. Love my smock, but it's a brick. Also like my mass trap dog tooth. I don't know if I ever handled the dog tooth. I feel like I did, but the smock didn't do anything for me. Cauldron Fitzpatrick's Kershaw dividend? In a question? That's just 2 words. I don't know what you're asking. Oh, and a Warncliffe for under that. Yeah, that's not really a Warncliffe, but Delica Warncliffe from Bento Box. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Thank you, sir. Hoping to make my way over from Pensacola. Yeah, it's not too far. I used to live in Destin, not too far from your neck of the woods. I hated it. I don't I don't know. I don't know if you're a lifelong flirty or anything, but man, I did not like Destin at all. It's just strip bars and pawn shops and used car lots and really expensive houses. Big Stems, Night Bros. Good night to you too, sir. But yeah, Pensacola was nicer. I did go over Pensacola a few times. Pensacola was nicer, but Destin is just like, ugh. Andrew Toole says, I'm originally from Indiana. The weather here sucks, but Pensacola is a nice town. You know what really I didn't like about living on the Panhandle is watching the Weather Channel 6 months of the year, waiting to find out if my house was going to be blown down. That got on me. I don't know. That really affected me. I would get so paranoid during hurricane season. Oh my God. Drive me nuts. I did good. I haven't used my stupid little nicotine vape for 50 minutes. Any news on SDEDC and or the podcast? The podcast, I don't know. I didn't talk to MC over the holidays, and SDEDC is going to depend on meetings with Knives Illustrated next week. So it might be a possibility that that content may wind up on their channel. I don't know. I have meetings next week, so I'm definitely gonna be doing that content. I just don't know whether this will be on my own sub channel or on theirs. So, what do you think of the Civivi Shredder? I had it on my top 10 of the year. I've not done the full review, and I've done it. It's recorded. I just haven't put it up yet. But it was on my top 10 budget knives of the year. So, Bigger EDC says good fishing in the Gulf was my favorite part of being in Pensacola. Here's my problem with fishing is I always wind up too drunk to fish, which is a thing that you can do. BD Swaim says, do you still have the shredder? I do still have it, but it's not mine. So I'm not going to take it apart. It was a loaner from, he was on here, I think, earlier. But yeah, it was a loaner. So it's the same inside as every Civivi, I would assume. Triple EDC says, have you ever seen Under the Batman Mask? I have. Where is your Ritter Hogue? And can this really be Slicey Dicey video without the Ritter Hogue? I sold the Ritter Hogue. I don't know. I just did. I'm not really sure why. I just wound up carrying the Super Freak more often, even though in my little battle to the death, I gave the win to the Hogue, and I still stand by that. I did wind up selling the Ritter Hogue. So somebody paid me good money, and I got rid of it. But I'll get another one someday. It is on my list of stuff I'd like to require, but it's not super high up there. I don't know. The scales eventually just started to. They were so textured. That I don't know. That's why I didn't. I think I just didn't carry it very much. The chef looks lonely. He needs a shaman to guide the way. All right, I'm gonna bring out the shaman, and then we gotta get going here in a minute. Where is my? There it is. I have one of my Spyderco spider packs dedicated to actual Spyderco, so I had to grab that one. Here is my shaman. I still have it. I'll put the TRM aside there. This is one of the only knives I have that does not have a factory edge on it. This is, because I got it in a tray from a friend, and it's got a very nice mirrory edge on it, but really do like the Shaman, but yeah, now it is ridiculously overpriced. I would not pay $200 for one of these. I really like it. It's a great knife. It's probably worth $200, but not when you compare it to everything else, if that makes sense. When you look at, like, what a Manix 2 costs. I don't get it. Yeah, Matt Baker, you're right. The Shaman was 150. Now it's gone up to, yeah, it's over 200 now. Along with the Roadie, great carry. You know what? That might be what I carry tomorrow. Because I had the Roadie today in the 5th pocket. It's probably gonna go right back in there. This video's over, and I was carrying the Spidey Chef, but I do actually have to do some stuff tomorrow, so I might carry the Shaman. The only problem with carrying this in the 5th pocket tomorrow is I do have to go into a government building, and I always forget what's in my 5th pocket because they have metal detectors. I always forget about that. Jeff Anderson says Spidey Chef in my pocket today. Yeah, good choice. It's probably my number 1 carry knife since I got it. It didn't make my top 10 of the year because I only had it for 3 months. Maybe it did. I don't remember, but it's definitely like I carry it all the time now. I love it. Is the Hoke Decca superior to the Hoke Ritter? Depends on what you're looking for. For what I carry, yes, I like it better than the Ritter, but that's a personal thing. If you want a bigger, or whatever, if you want a bigger knife or a beefier knife or whatever. But for what I use, yeah, I like it better. I want to see a Kapara versus 940 battle to the death. Jock's Knife says you're probably gonna, because I have 2 that compare well in price and all that stuff. But yeah, it'd be a 940-1. Well, not in price, I guess, but in materials. I have a 940-1, so 940-1 versus Kapara. The only problem is my Kapara is not a CQI version; it's the older one. Mine's always been great, so I don't feel the need to get the CQI one. So that's the thing that stops me from doing it, is I need a CQI one, and I like the one I have. I don't want to sell it and get a CQI one. So, but I don't want to do a comparison if it's not the modern one. You know what I mean? You always want to use the most current one. Norman's EEC says got a Code 4 for Christmas. Love it. Code 4 is an amazing knife. Amazing knife. G-Man 1020 says get the CQI before you sell it. Well, there's a problem with that, is that money exists. Hopefully see a Kapara and LC200N this year. We'll see. Wouldn't hold my breath on that. It's a Taiwan one. They don't do sprints of the Taiwans very often. Got the 8015 Spidey Chef Thai Sheepdog and Megatherium this year. Been hard to choose which to carry. Those are all good. 8015 is the number 1 right now on the one I need to get back. I need to get another 8015. See you later, Okan. Have a good one. Sleep tight and all that crap. Sano Glitch says your wife needs a Kapara. She's not a big knife person. She carries an Open L every now and then. She uses an Open L a lot, but Key says, did you see Shabazz video? If you're talking about the one where he's talking about not reviewing sprints and stuff anymore, you know what? I may join in with him on that. I already don't do sprint runs. I haven't for a while. It was middle of last year. I just got done with sprint runs. As he pointed out, you review a sprint run. By the time you put the review up, they're all gone. So people don't really watch it as much as you think they would. So it's kind of a waste of money. And B, for me, I don't remember if he mentioned this or not, I don't like fueling this ridiculously overinflated secondary market. I don't like fueling that. I don't want to encourage people to spend $400 on a knife that was 180, when it was new. I don't like that. because it just encourages the flippers and stuff. And like even the companies that say, "Oh, it's limited to 2 per person," you're still encouraging them to do it. Um, Dealer exclusives are a slightly different matter because they usually come back again. Like I just had out the um, the SMKW dealer exclusive 20 CV, Bareknuckle, but they've already restocked it once and they're gonna again. It's just like that's not quite the same. I have I actually just paid for my Sharp by Design, Brian Nadeau Void, and I'm gonna review that. But by the time I get it, they're all gonna be gone. I'm gonna review that because I bought it and it's really just for me. But um, after that, I think I may join in with old Nick's policy of just not dealing with sprint runs or limited batch anything. I have so much stuff backed up to review right now, guys. Like I just don't have time, and it's impossible to get, and I get more angry emails about that than anything else when I do review stuff. So TRMs, I'll still review those because they're still being made. It's just you might have to wait a while, but they're still being made. That's not the same as like these batches, where Brian Nadeau does knives, and he's a wonderful designer, and his knives are amazing, but they're one and done, and that's it. Like Boo's blades, they're one and done, and that's it, and you can't ever get them again. So I kind of just done with teasing people about stuff they can't get. So Norman's EDC says you should do a top 10 video on knives not to buy. I'd need a lot more than 10. Matt Baker says, I like dealer exclusives like the ones from USA Made Blade. Yeah, USA Made Blade. That's another good example. If they sell a lot of them, they'll buy more. And that's fine. That's you're not teasing people. I feel bad about that. I got the Spidey Chef for Christmas, and I think it could be my number one favorite knife out of my whole collection. It's so slicey and back to a razor after a few drops. Yeah, it is. I love mine too. I've been carrying the hell out of it. Blade HQ doesn't order more. Where is the line? But they can. Triple EDC, and it's not like their policy that they don't. They do sometimes. They've reordered stuff before. I know they reordered back a while ago. They did that D2. Yep, the Pilar. They did the D2 Pilars. They reordered them in, and they'll reorder them in with like different colors and stuff. They don't reorder the Spyderco's, but I would not do the Spyderco Blade HQ ones because they don't ever reorder those. But there are some they reorder. Yeah, the Spyderco's they don't reorder very much, but I think one of them they did. God, I don't know. For some reason, I want to say they did 2 runs of the PM2, but I could very well be wrong. I completely admit if I'm wrong on that. But it is 9:03. I always try to keep these to 1 hour, so thank you guys very, very much for coming and hanging out. Ended on a bit of a downer, a bit of a rant, but you guys seem to agree with me, so I guess not really. But see you later. Have a good night. Sleep tight and all that crap. Have a good one.